There's one. Set for stun.
3 guys sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con. Forsooth, there is Lee.
Hello.
Lee, how you doing?
Enter stage left. Wait, which one's stage
no,
left?
you're right. Yeah, left. It would be. Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. Hi.
Well, at least from my perspective, I don't know how it looked. That's weird. That's so weird. How would that work from? Anyway,
I have
go on,
no
Lee.
idea. Yes, and you should have announced me as Lee, the person who would never ever need a microphone if she was standing on a stage and wanting to, be heard from the back row.
That's proven almost every year. Well, at least in years past.
In most years. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know.
No
and
doubt.
it's
No
all
amplification
so
needs
cool.
Lee. And I'm going to
Nope.
keep talking over her. What?
That's fine. And John, our names aren't under our pictures. I don't know why.
Oh, no. How will they ever know who we are?
I don't know either, but I just noticed, and they usually are. So then I got confused because I don't know which one of us is.
You didn't know who you were?
I didn't know who I was. Sometimes it feels like not only do we need a producer and the talent, but we also need like a director, like somebody to tell us what to do when. And that would be good, I think it would be. It would really have it much more as being
sorry.
a set.
Somebody's giving me stage directions. Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
somebody joined us.
Lee, I think what you need is a stage manager
A
because
stage manager. Okay.
in
John was on
terms
his cues.
of the theater, the stage manager is the one who actually makes things run.
Okay. Well, I just learned something. Can you tell I never ever took a theater class or did anything in theater but one play? We are so thrilled to see Sarah Rose back again. Sarah is somebody who is very near and dear to our hearts, and she likes to talk about theater geek stuff. So, hi, Sarah.
How's the con planning going?
I don't gotta do no planning. I'm a pro.
How's your con planning going?
How's your con planning going?
Oh, a little chaotic, but okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's July. You don't get to this is just kind of normal crazy. You don't get to get to chaotic until 2 weeks before con.
Okay. Thanks for
And
the
then you
warning.
want to run away, go away from con as fast as humanly possible about a day before con. But you're going to be fine. You've done this before. Many a time.
Right.
Right.
I'm totally fine.
I mean, you're only going to see like 60,000 people. It's not a big deal. Not at all.
Yeah. Everyone's
Don't make
ready.
that. Everybody's ready. Yeah. Okay. So Sarah.
And every cosplayer's finished their costume or their
No, they've got like 12 more they're thinking about doing. But Sarah, you've been a longtime listener to 50 Days, so we thank you for that. But last year you came on and talked about like a kind of theater group. So
Right.
DC Theater Lovers. So now you're doing that again this year? People still love theater?
People still live theater. We've actually more than doubled since the last time I talked to you guys.
Oh my goodness
on
gracious.
our way to 1,500 fans, which I mean that's pretty
1,500?
good.
Whoa.
But we are in unofficial group still no track, maybe one day. But we're an official group that does a lot of track-y things at con, let me say.
You do tracky things.
Tracky things. We're working with lots of different tracks, putting it on lots of programming, doing a meetup, all sorts of stuff. So
Ooh. So where can somebody like join this DC Theater Lovers
Well,
group?
so our full name is Dragon Con Theater and Performing Arts Lovers Unofficial, because we don't just, when we talk about the theater, we are encompassing all performing arts, whether
Okay.
that be drag, whether that be clowning, circus arts, um, Shakespeare, whatever you do live on stage, we're here for it. We also encompass like TV and movie musicals and stuff like that. So that's
Oh,
kind of
really?
what
Even
we do.
musicals. Very, very
Oh
cool.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I just actually, for some unknown reason, had high school musical jump in my head,
Mhm.
and that just did not need to happen right now.
What the
But
was
I'm
it
back.
High School Musical the musical,
Actually, it was the original ones because
or
my
is it High
kid
School
watched them.
Musical the TV show?
And
It,
yeah, they just made a TV show not too long ago out of
mhm.
it. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen it yet.
High
Good
School
for you.
Musical, the series.
Hmm.
I have seen that, but no, my child when he was wee
Hmm.
loved the High School Musical Disney movies.
I liked High School Musical. I was a little old for it when it came out. Like I want to say I was high school. I might have been a little younger.
Yeah, I was about
Um,
to say I don't. I'm looking up when those came out, but he was wee. Well, especially
um,
since now that he's like, oh my god, old. Uh, which is very
but
odd.
I'll be honest, I watched them when they first came out, and I was kind of like, meh. I'm a movie snob or a musical snob at that point. Since
Ah.
then, I've become a lot less snobby when it comes to musical content in general.
Hmm.
I enjoy them. You know, Zac Efron. I
I
agree.
mean, come on,
He was a cutie patootie. What can I
He
say? He
was. He
was.
was a cutie patootie.
voice was
A-
was.
And I do want to say,
I haven't
Zan,
seen him a long.
that
I haven't seen him in a long time. I have no idea what
Well,
he looks like now.
you should. I mean, you know.
Zan, I do want to say that is absolutely right. Me, right now,
Hmm.
that's me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I said I'm fine. That is me.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Seriously, I'm all fine.
Well,
And Sharon, I'm so glad you liked Phantom last
oh
year.
yeah, Sharon
Aw.
mentioned that she loved the Phantom of the Opera sing along last year. Um, so speaking of which, you are doing a sing along again this year, correct?
We're doing 3/4 sing-alongs actually.
3/4.
What?
What?
Yeah.
3
Three,
plus another kind of one? Goodness
kind of one.
gracious.
Yeah, it's a hybrid sing-along.
Can you
Okay,
can
Which
so
you
one would
tell
you
us
like me to talk
tell
about
us the
first?
first. Tell
the
us about
second
the
one?
first three.
No, the second one.
Oh,
Second one.
you want the hybrid first? Okay.
No. I meant number 2 in the list of 3/4. I want number 2. Basically, I
Number
don't know where
two
to
on
start.
the
Just start
list.
somewhere.
Well, I'm looking at our schedule right now, and number two on our list is South Pacific.
Oh,
History
Ooh.
decided that that was going to be one of two different musicals that they did for their charity bucket thing last year, and South Pacific won. So they asked us to come
what
back
lost?
and host that for them, and so we're doing that. Um, we're also doing one that has been highly requested literally since I started the group in June 2021, which is
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
no, they used to do Hamilton. Rent.
Oh,
Ah. Yes.
We're doing Rent. Now,
so
this one
how long
is
have they been asking for that? Is there a number of
oh,
minutes by any chance, or
uh, uh,
maybe seconds? I
more
can't
I,
than I
I
can
remember.
I
count.
would I would think it's
525,600 minutes.
there you go. Perfect
But
answer.
much longer than that. South Pacific is going to be a lot of fun. We're doing hybrid sing-alongs, and then we're going to do a talk back after it because I don't know if you guys know anything about South Pacific. It doesn't actually have a whole lot of music. Like, it's not a very long musical. Let me
No,
put
it's
it that
not.
way.
There's a lot more
So
talking in it.
yeah, there's a lot more talking in it. And so what we're going to be doing is doing the sing along first, and then we are going to talk about it and talk about the history of the musical. It's got a lot of history, especially in the South, when it comes to racism and stuff like that. There's literally a song that you have to be carefully taught. So yes, we are doing
Yes.
happy talk as
Yes.
well. um, but Rent is going to be with our friends over at the Sci-Fi Classics track, which I
Yeah.
know they told you about
Hmm.
before.
hmm
It's going to be a ton of fun, and space is extremely limited, so we expect it to be like bursting at the seams because it is that
Yes.
popular musical.
Because
Then
did they say it's going to be in their track room?
it's going to be in their track room, yeah.
hmm
And I may
And they
have been
have a
working
nice size
on
track room, but
yeah, they have a pretty good sized track
yeah.
room, but I may have been working on sing along videos for like 3 weeks on it, like
Oh my goodness.
nonstop, like just getting them done, and then we decided just like 4 days ago that we were going to add a couple. So we're we're trying to give the fans what they want. Our
hmm
third sing along, and this is going to be a big sing along. Like, it's going to be a big room. I don't know whether or not it technically is a ballroom because they haven't given us our assignment yet. But this one's going to be with High Fantasy. We're doing Wicked this year. Um,
Ooh.
20-year anniversary of the Broadway show. Obviously, the movie part one comes out later this year. And it's going to be a lot of fun. That's, again, one of our most highly requested sing-alongs.
Really?
So, yeah.
How do
Very,
you
very cool.
how do you feel about them breaking that into two parts?
Um, I as if I was purely a musical fan, I probably wouldn't be very happy with it.
hmm
But I'm a big fan of the books. And if you read the book, number one, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot more than um, what the musical gets into. But number two, it's just if they kind of want to combine them and do the
Mhm.
music, I see why they're doing two. The director, he is very passionate about it. So I have hope. I'm cautiously optimistic. I try not to go in like this is going to be the best thing ever because then it ends up being like The Force Awakens and I get crushed. So
Oh my goodness gracious.
so
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah. Jess agrees with you. They cut out a lot from the actual book. So
Well,
I guess there's more
of
to go
course
there.
they did.
I just, I'm just
do you like
uh,
Wicked the musical?
part of it.
Part of it. Okay.
I like that part of it.
I've seen it twice,
Mhm.
and I think it's a little draggy, especially in the first act for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So like when they're first going to shiz and stuff like that, that's what
Yeah.
drags for you.
Yeah, it just feel. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be the performance, could be whatever, but it's fine. It's a great, it's a great concept. It's a great, the whole thing, and the songs are great. It's just, it just seems that
You
at
don't
least the
care for the
pacing I've
book
seen it.
as much.
What's that?
You don't care for the book, the script as
Yeah.
much. That's what we call the book in
Yeah.
theater. The story of it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I know a lot of people who feel kind of the same way about Wicked. I personally, it's one of my favorites, but you know, it'll be interesting. I'm interested to know what they're gonna do about that movie, and I'm really hoping we get a chance to talk about it in 2025 because
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, yeah. I get away from you had to cut it in two parts after The Hobbit with three. I could see The Hobbit as two. I couldn't
Mhm.
see The Hobbit as three,
Right.
especially because they kept adding stuff.
They
And
I
can
guess
that's
it's
what
my
add
concern.
that's
I'm
fair.
concerned. I'm concerned it's a money grab and not really for
Yeah.
the sake of the art. That's what my concern is.
And that's
Um,
very possible, they got a big all-star cast and, they probably wanted to milk their fee for everything they had. So,
Mhm.
all right. So back on topic here. We've,
On topic, so we don't get
so,
on.
but so Wicked is in. You don't have the room yet, right? That's what
we
we
don't
said.
have the room yet. It's going to be a large room sing along.
Right.
And tentatively
Mhm.
Saturday. Tentatively.
Remember, folks, everything's tentative until
Until
Tuesday after
Tuesday
time.
after. Yeah,
Oh,
and that's just it. It could absolutely change. Right now, I'm just glad that we got Wicked. It was something that I started working on actually before con last year, was trying to figure out who owned Wicked, because that was a big
Disney.
thing. Well, Disney doesn't own Wicked, but
Oh, okay, cute. Oh,
I'm talking about what
I
track
own
owned it.
everything.
oh.
What track owned Wicked?
Oh, you meant that one.
But it is a fair point, Lee. If we actually track everything back, it's probably owned by
Still
Disney.
Probably, yeah. Because they
this-
kind of own everything.
This
The mouse
podcast
owns it all.
owned by Disney.
Yeah.
On some
No,
level,
it's not, because
owned
we're not
by
making
Disney.
money.
Oh well, that's never a guarantee.
You think?
No, we're a write off for Disney. That's what
Oh,
they would cancel us if it would make more money. If we made more money. Anyway,
okay.
$0. Back to your stuff.
Make no
So
money
you
from
have a
this.
lot of well, wait a minute. So you said 3/4. What was the /4?
Well, the 4, this is I'm doing it like, obviously I'm a theater person, so I'm lumping it into our group, but it is kind of a me thing as well. I'm cast directing the very first that we know of full-scale shadowcast version of Subspace Rhapsody, which is the very first sing-along episode of Star Trek ever.
Very
done it.
cool.
Yep,
That is really wow.
and literally today a bunch of cast members got announced, which might be a little more pressure on me and my cast to do it right. Because Anson actually said during one of his panels last year that what he was waiting for was a full scale stage version of Subspace Rhapsody at DragonCon. So now we're doing it, and I'm like,
You're gonna have to let him know you're doing it, though.
I
You
know.
have to. Somebody's
know,
gonna have to
and
let
our
him know,
Pike-
folks.
Our Pike I think they're up to the task. But
I got the gray hair if you need it. Just
hey,
FYI.
Yeah,
hey,
but-
I might put you on in Klingon armor, Lee.
Yeah, never
this
know.
morning.
Well, and I gotta wonder about Anson Mount. I don't know if he's ever done theater work or musicals before, but I did find it interesting. He only sang one song.
Well,
Just
he sang
one.
multiple songs, but he only had one like solo, and it was kind of sing-speaky. It's
Yes.
really interesting. They the people who did the music did a really big podcast episode actually talking about all the music that they wrote and why. And
Oh, wow.
they had every single one of the cast members sing for them, and they wrote the music for their
Huh.
voices and for their abilities. So like, obviously Celia Rose Gooding, they're a Broadway star, they're huge.
Who was
so-
that? I'm sorry. Wait.
Ahura.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She
She has a
was on
beautiful voice. I
Broadway
remember that.
before-
So yeah.
She was on Broadway before she or
Mhm.
before they used they them before they were on Strange New Worlds. So
On
and
Strange New
I
Worlds,
actually
very
got
cool.
to talk to them some about it when I got their autograph last year. So
Oh, awesome. That is cool. That is very cool. Who would have ever thought sorry, we were just talking years and years ago at con, and now we're like, we have people who sing
Hmm.
and who act and who do all these other things now
Dance.
when
Yep.
and dance and all of that, and you're just like, wow.
Hmm.
Wow. It's just kind of big to me. I now, when we start talking about people, it's like, are we talking about their theater work? Are we talking about their directing work? Are we talking
And
about, yeah.
that's one of the amazing things, and there's so many guests from the past and from this year that have experience in the
Hmm.
theater. And do believe Anson does do theater. I want to say it's Shakespeare though, like he
Ah,
doesn't sing. Okay. But I believe he does play work if I remember
he
correctly.
was having a great time in that episode where he got to wear the Shakespearean garb.
Yeah, the LARP type episode. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was absolutely wonderful. Everybody did, I think, had a good time on that one. But you could just tell, was having the bestest time.
Mhm.
It was like, oh, the scenery's here. I'm going to chew it and enjoy it. And that was
Mhm.
great. That's a
Yeah.
good thing. I'm
It
very
is.
happy with
It
that.
is. It's awesome. And you know, um, oh, I can't remember their name right now.
Yeah, it's okay. I
Beverly
can't.
Crusher, actress.
Gates McFadden.
Gates McFadden in the theater world is known as Cheryl McFadden.
Oh,
She's a choreographer, a theater professor. She's helped start theaters. I mean, she's
wow.
amazing. Brent Spinner, he was in the original revival of 1776. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but Geordie's daughter from Picard, she was on Broadway. I mean, there are a ton of just Star Trek actors who are coming this year who have
Hmm.
theater experience. So,
And that's, yeah. And it's so interesting to hear them talk about the difference between theater and movies. And you're always like, really? And
hmm,
they're like, yep. And
I
and
didn't
usually
know that,
that's,
Sharon. Actually, I did not know
oh,
that.
Sharon says that Gates McFadden was the director of choreography for Labyrinth.
Oh, for like Labyrinth the movie, or
yeah. Isn't there only
okay,
one labyrinth?
I would assume so, but I want to make sure that I understood.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know on
Yeah,
that.
which is also having its anniversary this year. We're not doing anything for it. I don't know if Classics is, but it's on an anniversary.
What anniversary is it? Oh, it's gonna hurt
Mm,
my heart.
The
No, we'll look
movie.
it
will
up.
it?
Don't worry about it.
They're saying the comment section is saying it's for she was with the choreographer for
For the movie.
the movie.
The movie.
Okay,
Oh,
now see, I expect somebody to ask her about Labyrinth now. I
There
probably
we go.
won't because I'm literally running from hotel to hotel all weekend. But
I really just want to talk to her about David Bowie's pants in that movie.
that's a very good topic.
That is an excellent topic. And
uh,
John, they had a
yes.
dance belt. We're just saying. He had a dance
Dance
belt.
belts. Dance belts are so important, people. I would even make the argument they're important after 10 o'clock. Like,
Yeah.
I know after 10 is the spicy time, but dance belt.
I would say it's especially good when small children are around your costume.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just if you're trying to do that. But
Mhm.
dance. I'm sorry. I just want to, I kind of want to say it like toe pick from the cutting edge, like dance belt. Something like that. I do now. That's what I feel like I should just do it like that.
There's
Sorry.
Sharon just has to point out that it's possible that she was a choreographer for Muppets in or Take Manhattan or in Manhattan. It was Take Manhattan, was it?
Take Manhattan.
Take
Yeah.
Manhattan. Yeah.
If she recalls correctly, she said.
Oh, wow.
I suppose we could look that up. We have a computer, don't we? Oh, but there are other things you're doing with your
Yes.
group.
Oh yeah.
Some
Oh, yeah.
Random things around. Well, random.
Yes. Well,
but,
random.
lots of things, which makes them random because they're all different.
Right. Right.
What are those?
Well, I mean, we are doing tons of stuff. We're doing a lot of panels. I mean, I'm literally still getting approvals for panels. Um, this week, I just got another one scheduled.
And
Um,
how many panels are you on?
I plead the fifth. I have I have
Many.
a full schedule, but I do
Mm-hmm.
have time for me and have fun for
That's
me.
good.
And I've
That's
always
good.
loved being a panelist. So, and I'm also a moderator. I'm not as new to it as I was last year, so
Mm.
that's good.
There you go. Always good. Always good. All right. So,
I just want to jump in real quick. I
Uh,
don't. I think I may have spoke for Sharon incorrectly. Sharon is correct. She was in Muppets Take Manhattan. But as far as I can tell, I think she was just a actor. And by the way, Sharon did not say she was a choreographer. I just inferred that from the previous conversation. All right, and back to the podcast.
oh, and by the way, High School Musical came out in 2006. So yes, my child
I
was
was
like
in
in the
college then.
7-year-old wee. You were in college? That means I was 29. Okay. John,
I'm
how old were you
old.
in?
I'm getting old.
You're not.
Please.
Please hush. John,
Yes, ma'am.
2006? How old? Your children were pretty wee at that
math.
point too.
My kid, yeah. Well, one of them, the youngest would have been 2. The oldest would have been 6. I appreciate the oldest because their numbers are 0. So all I do is think of what year it is, and then
Yeah, that always helps.
and then
Yep.
I can do the math on the other one because I just subtracted 4.
Yeah,
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4. Lots.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
little baby,
Oh wow,
we're babies.
we're babies.
We little
All right.
babies.
So, what are you doing? Anything on Thursday night?
Yes, we are. We're doing a meetup. Our annual
Mm.
meetup, 5:30 to 6:30. Again, in the classics track room, because if people don't know, my partner in crime is
Mhm.
Gary Mitchell, who is co-director of the Sci-Fi Classics track. And back in forever ago now, it seems like, we started doing it with them, and they have got kindly allowed us to use their room again.
They're
So we're going to
wonderful,
be,
wonderful human beings. Yes,
yes,
we love them.
I love them. Like, could not do this without Gary and Joe's support. But we are going to be playing games. We're going to obviously be talking theater. We're gonna have a charity auction type thing, a little mini
Ooh,
one. We got some fun stuff planned for that. We're gonna have a door prize. We're gonna be giving out badge ribbons, which are Wicked themed again this year. Um,
John, ribbons. We like
ribbon.
ribbons. We like
Well,
the
Yeah.
you
ribbons,
should
John.
go to our meetup, Lee, and
You know what? I
Lee,
will
why
do
didn't you
my
go?
best. I think I did last
Lee,
year. I think I
I think you
did.
Lee.
showed for a little bit. Like, I
I
don't
showed
think
up for like 5-10 minutes. It wasn't.
yeah.
I was
I think
going
I was up
between
on stage. I
places.
think I waved at you at the time.
I
So
that sounds right because I was going from hither, nither, and yon.
Mhm. Well, Thursday is like the day that everybody's like, we're at con. We're big, shiny, happy. See all of our
Mhm.
friends and family.
We're not
So,
exhausted yet. Yay!
oh, I
Unless you're
get.
tech ups or load in. But yeah,
Well,
but
by
you
that
might be.
point, I would have already had a 3-hour rehearsal with Subspace Rhapsody. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
that sounds interesting.
Because I get on Monday because Monday is the new Wednesday.
No.
Well,
No.
and soon it's going to be Sunday's new Wednesday because they're going to add Wednesday
No.
to the
I'm
con.
just gonna
That's
keep
what I
talking
heard.
until you
That's
be
the
quiet,
that's
John.
the rumor that I heard.
I'm
I
not
heard that
talking.
rumor too.
You're both wrong. FYI, you're wrong. You're basic and you're wrong. Sorry, I've been rewatching The
We're
Good Place again, and so I have all those little things in my head. So okay, so that's what you're doing
2042
Thursday.
Dragon Con every year, every day except Halloween.
Yep.
I mean, who wants? I mean, it's kind of like vampires coming out on Halloween. I mean, really? Come on. It's just unnecessary. Okay, so that's great on Thursday, and the meetup's just in that room, the
In
classic
that
structure,
room
which
for
is
an hour.
usually in the West End. We hope it
Nope,
still will be.
nope,
Yes.
nope, not West
Nope.
End. They're in the Marriott.
That's right. Sorry, they're in the Marriott in my old track room, or near my old track room.
Ah,
M106 and 107 or 105. I don't know. But
I
they're
don't
right
know
there.
off the top of my head. They're in the one that's like around the corner, so they have to
Hmm.
put up signs and stuff for people
Yeah,
to be able
people
to
don't know
find
where it's there, but it's there. Yep. And
them.
it's on the same level that the habit trail towards the Hyatt is.
Correct.
So very easy.
It's
Very
over
easy to
by the
find that.
habit trail too. Like
Yes, it's
go
over
off
near
that
the
habit
habit trail
trail,
too.
turn. You're right
I'm
there.
already lost,
John,
Mm.
yeah, I know.
but that's just my
We'll,
normal state.
John, we'll
we'll
Send a
send people
player.
out for
somebody to
you.
come find you.
Send a
Yeah, we'll
player.
just yes. And if anybody would like to volunteer to be John's, walk him around so that he
Leave
knows where he is, send me an email. Just
leave
FYI.
Reese's Pieces for me. Trail of Reese's
And
Pieces.
do leave Reese's Pieces because those are really good. Okay, so that's what you're doing Thursday. And then now last year you were at the parade. Did y'all have a group or not?
Yes, we had a parade group last year. We have
Uh-huh.
another parade group this year. We actually just filled our last wristband that we have,
Oh,
but
very
we're
cool.
doing a wait list. So
Okay.
like inevitably, things happen, people can't come, so we do have a wait list. But we're doing a parade group. There's going to be lots of people. We have some people from Cats. We have some people from Six, Rent. I think we might even have some dancers in there. Like there's going to be all sorts of representation in that. Yeah, and Earth Station Boo, that's my friend Shannon, and Shannon
Hi,
was in it
Shannon.
last year from Newsies, and I don't,
Newsies.
yeah, in another great movie. So.
I would think, especially if you're doing cats, it's kind of like being a Wookiee. That's got to be hot on that parade route.
I would think so, but all the power to them. For a while
All the
there were a
yeah.
lot of Cats cosplayers at Dragon Con for a
Hmm.
while, and I'm hoping that maybe we're starting to see them come back because
Yay! That would be great. That would be great. And so, any other musicals that you know are going to be out there? I mean, like,
um, well, my friend Lawrence might be bringing his King Arthur from Spamalot.
ooh,
Um, there was talk about bringing actually a dragon, like the Chinese New Year dragon,
Oh, that'd be
if they
cool.
can get enough people to handle that,
that would be
because
very cool.
that's
Yeah.
dance slash puppets. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, and it fits within our theme. We've
Mm-hmm.
had some people from Greece because it's 45 years since the Greece movie came out.
Really?
45 years.
Okay, I'm going to stop that now because that'll make me
Uh,
cry. Keep going.
yeah, and
Ugh.
we've got a couple people from Hades Town who's supposed to be in it. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of shows. Not everybody has told me. I do know we have a big presence from Six. So, which is the Six Wives of Henry VIII. So,
Oh, very cool. And
it's a musical version.
those will be hot costumes too.
Well, I
Yep.
don't know. Have you ever looked up Six at all, Lee? Because
Nope.
it's like a rock musical. So like they're
Oh,
in
okay. So they're
like
a little.
rock
They're not.
garb that's
Oh, okay.
inspired by them. So,
That
yeah.
works for me. I'm good. So as long as they're not like gonna have to like hide
Mhm.
water in those weird hat things they used to wear and stuff like that,
Well,
headpieces.
Sharon, we're doing a panel on Greece this year, so you should come to that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
N- Now you just said you were unofficial. So if people are looking for where your panels are going to be, where's a good place for them to look?
Well, I am the link. Our link tree is going to have eventually have a link to our schedule. Last year I basically put together an Excel spreadsheet and had all of our panels there. That is probably going to be the easiest way to find us, just
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have a theater. We're not a theater track, so we don't have the little theater, what do you call it, like category in the app.
Yes. Right.
You can search my name. I am obviously on a lot of them, whether I'm a panelist or a moderator. I'm on a lot of them. My name
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Rose. You can look me up.
Sarah with an H, just FYI.
Yeah, Sarah with an H. I spell it right.
My sister would argue, by the way, but
So would my best friend.
we
So
digress.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so that's
Other
good. So
than
they
that,
can look for your name, which will be a good way to do it. And then what about Facebook? Where
Facebook
are you at?
will have the Excel spreadsheet up on there. I am planning
Mm-hmm.
to make oh, there's our YouTube. I need to update it, but we're having a little bit of a um uh anyway, I don't know where I was going with that statement. I will be
That's okay.
posting events up on our Facebook group and Facebook page as well. We have two pages mainly for announcements. Group is where all the action happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be posting stuff and events up on there. Obviously, things change, so please look at our social media for updates. Um, yeah, that is our group.
There you
And
go.
that picture was from our photo shoot. So
Ooh.
last year. So we're also doing that again this
Uh,
year.
you are doing another one. Okay,
Oh yeah.
so is that kind of where most photo shoots are now?
Yeah,
Somewhere around the Hilton?
it's Hilton Steps B.
Okay.
It's 2:30 to 3. Um, um,
And I want to tell some people something, because some people are like, yeah, I thought it started, I thought it could be a little late to that photo shoot. No, the photo shoot, like the parade, and like pretty much every panel will start on time
it will absolutely start on time because
because they're
somebody's
moving.
right before us and somebody's right
Uh-huh.
after us. So
Yeah.
like we have no control over being able um to narrow that down
No.
or extend it. I did ask for an hour, but unfortunately there were too many groups this year, so I didn't get an hour. So we're gonna make the most of our half an hour. So
There you go. And you can take pictures when you go to one of these sing-alongs, or you can get pictures on Thursday or whatever. You
Yeah.
can have lots and lots of pictures.
no, in Gold Dust Women, our parade group is welcoming basically anybody who can define themselves as a performing arts. So I mean, to be honest, we haven't gotten any, but I even extend that to like some wrestling, because if you look up performing arts, wrestling is considered a performing art because they are literally acting. So, it's all choreographed.
It is.
I believe we have some people in drag this year. I want to get some people from who can do some like circus stuff. That would be really fun. Even some clown.
Anybody from Hedwig, I would love to see you.
We had a Hedwig last year.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Awesome.
don't know if they're bringing Hedwig back again this year. They were going to, and then I think they decided on a potentially doing a different cosplay.
Well,
So,
whatever they want to do, but that is very, very cool. So
mhm.
awesome.
And yeah, last year we had the Atlanta Shakespeare group join us. I think you're the one who found us. You were like, theater people, theater, where are you? And then you're like, there with you, and we're like, okay. And we're actually doing a panel with them and some of the other theater people from around Atlanta too. So they're going to talk about theater in Atlanta. So
And there is a lot of theater in Atlanta. A lot of people don't know this, but
Oh, yeah.
we've got lots and lots of places. We have the Alliance. We have
Mhm.
Dad's Garage. We have
Mhm.
7 stages. I can just keep going and going and going. And it's great that we have all of those because people love theater. People
Mhm.
love to go see a theater. People love to be in things in
Mhm.
the theater, whether they want to be the stage manager, which it sounds like we need, or they want to be
Yeah,
whatever else.
and we're talking to. I would love to make this a series one day, just like
Ah,
every year, talking to different theaters. But we're talking to Atlanta Shakespeare Theater, Dad's Garage, and then Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw
There,
State.
Kennesaw State,
No,
Iowa.
it looks
Uh,
really weird. I agree.
we're talking to somebody from their theater department, and
Hmm.
the Filk Track is actually doing that one with us. So.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And if you're ever able to get up to Gainesville, they have a Gainesville Arts Alliance, and they do some pretty great plays and musicals as well.
Yeah.
So, and I know that because we go and see them with my husband's father, who's up in Gainesville. So, very, very cool. That is awesome. Okay, and so now, what are you looking forward to most this year from this group?
I was gonna say for it all to be over, but that's not true.
Not true. You're gonna love it.
I'm gonna have so much fun. Like
You are.
I'm looking forward to Dragon Con being here. So like the stress for me, the stress is the build up to Dragon Con. It always has been. For me, what I am looking forward to the most is actually probably that Wicked sing along.
Yeah.
I'm hosting it with my good friend Christine, and I have my friends Jackie and Lauren also helping with that. Christine actually worked behind the scenes on Wicked on Broadway.
Ooh.
And that's probably one of the things. We're also doing a really cool immersive theater panel with digital media, and that's going to be
Okay.
really cool. Um, I always
And
love.
explain that a little bit, please.
Well, digital media. I don't know how much
No,
you.
no, I meant immersive theater. I
Immersive
don't know
theater
a lot
is
about theater.
literally breaking the fourth wall. It
Oh,
brings
okay.
brings people from the audience into the production themselves, and a lot of times they're not necessarily characters, but they're a part of the story. They affect the story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, Probably the most well-known immersive theater experience is going to be the Halcyon, the Star Wars hotel, Star Wars
Mm-hmm.
cruiser from Disney. But unfortunately, cost too much money and so it failed, but that's probably the most geeky one. There's a really popular one in New York that's been going on for years called Sleep No More. That's based, I believe, on Hamlet. You also have like you can even call some like murder mystery parties and stuff like
Mm,
that immersive theater. There's some connections to like LARPing and stuff like that, so it's gonna be kind of
that sounds
cool. We
cool.
got a
I
lot
like
of.
that. Yeah. See, now I understand things. So
Yeah.
this helps me. Now I know what I'm going to be looking for on the schedule.
Mhm.
So there we go. Awesome. All right, John, your turn.
My turn for what?
I don't
So
know.
did we get to you have something on Sunday too, right? We talked
We
about
we
this.
we have stuff on Sunday. Yeah, that immersive theater panel is
Oh,
on Sunday. We got stuff. I don't think we talked about Friday. Actually, is what we didn't talk about.
yeah,
That's
that might be it.
correct. We did not.
And Monday.
Did we talk about what's after the photo shoot though?
What's
I missed
after
it?
the photo shoot is the immersive theater panel, and then we're doing a panel. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're also doing a pop-up performance kind of a thing, and we're going to be doing it probably in the Hilton lobby, pending really loud DJ. What of a Our own version of Seasons of Love, what we're calling Seasons of Con. So we're going to be
Okay.
singing that in the Hilton lobby after the photo shoot. So
Mhm.
um yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. So and anybody's welcome to join. Like literally, I I want as many people to come and sing with us. We'll have photocopies of the lyrics, and it's a song that everybody knows from, even if they're not a huge theater person. So
There you go. Awesome.
we have my friend Jackie is part of LDOD, which is the one who does the Rocky Horror Picture Show at
Mhm.
con. We're not directly affiliated with them, but a lot of their members are members of our group.
That is very cool.
So back to
And you also
Friday. Oh,
nope, yours first.
Lee, what were you saying?
Nope, yours
No,
first.
Lee,
Friday.
it's you.
Okay, fine. So you also
But
said
anyway,
you were
what were
doing
you saying
something
about
with
Friday?
charity. I'm ignoring you, Jonathan.
I think the charity is probably more important than my antics.
Charity, we're gonna do a hybrid. In years past, we used to try to do a raffle, but apparently that's illegal in Atlanta. So,
Yeah.
Gambling. So of course we didn't do that at all.
Never. Ever.
Never. But what we're doing, we some of our members have donated some stuff related to the theater. Some
Mhm.
memorabilia, and we're gonna be having like a little mini auction during our meetup. We're also gonna be uh doing our own version of like the bucket thing. Bucket donations
Oh
have a
yes.
big thing in on Broadway. There's this thing called Broadway Cares. So we're gonna essentially take that idea, and when we have our meetup, or when track directors will allow us to, we'll have those out.
Very cool.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're hoping to raise some good money. I mean, for an unofficial group, I think we had like $270, which was pretty good
Whoa.
last year. I
Nice.
mean,
Very
for
nice.
considering all we did was raise money from our meetup. So I mean,
Very cool. Very
yeah,
cool. And remember, folks, while dollars are great, if
change works,
change works as well,
and it's
because
musical,
oh,
and it's
and it's
musical.
musical. It'll make little noises in the buckets,
Mhm.
or
And,
you can like shake it and then put it in.
and remember, every dollar you put in gets matched by Dragon Con up to a certain
Mhm.
dollar amount.
Up to 150K this year.
I thought it was 100.
It was 100
I
in the
didn't think they
past,
raised
but they
it
did.
last year. I don't think they raised it this year. I asked.
Well, maybe they didn't, and somebody had. I've gotten confused. I apologize.
I could be wrong. I remember I messaged Charity, and I'm 99% certain she told me they weren't raising it, but they might have
You're
changed their
probably
mind
right.
since then. So I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure
I'm sure.
Regina will correct us either
I'm
way.
sure Regina will correct me when I'm wrong. So, oops. Okay. But it is the Arthritis Foundation, a great charity.
And a
So,
very special charity to my heart, one that personally affects me in my
mhm,
life and people around me. So
very
absolutely,
important.
I was so thrilled when the Arthritis Foundation. Um,
Zan is saying 125. So
Yeah, that works for me.
whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Your-
Give money.
It was your dollar, your $2 that was doubled.
mhm.
Regardless of who you
There you
are, regardless if we go over that number, which would be fantastic. Your
Would
number,
really like that.
it was yours. It was somebody else's that didn't get doubled, but yours was. And if you
Yours
hadn't
will.
put there, it wouldn't have been doubled.
That's
Mhm.
exactly right. That is exactly right. And so, John, you were talking about what now before I got into charity?
Oh, we were saying, I was asking about Friday, but what was
Friday
going on
we
Friday? Yeah.
have several panels tentatively, and I've been asked to make sure that people understand this tentatively. The Subspace Rhapsody picture show will be on Friday
Okay.
as
Ooh.
well. Again, subject to change. But Leo gave me permission today to say that. So,
Okay. Well, that's
Oh.
the plan.
Well, and if Leo
might-
says so,
well, I mean, Leo's number 2. I have talked to Garrett before. We had a
Nope.
meeting,
he's
but
Leo is
I
number
don't.
one.
He's busy.
He's number
Yes.
2 on the call sheet, number 1 in our hearts.
Yes.
Aw, that's so nice of you, John. You're
Sure.
so sweet.
And Joe, you're right up there as well.
Yes. And now,
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
love Joe too. We love all the Joes. Now what about Monday? Because it sounds like money is going to be interesting.
Monday,
You said you had something on Monday.
Yes, we do have something on Monday. Last year, we did a panel that actually went over really well about behind the mask, the true stories of Phantom of the Opera. So we're continuing that this year. I mean, our room was almost completely full for a Monday
Yay.
morning panel. That's pretty darn good. Like,
That is very good.
so alternate history invited us back, and we're doing one about the true people and stories behind Rogers and Hammerstein,
Oh,
or 60 years of Rogers and Hammerstein this year. So
Wow. Very
that's what
cool.
we're doing.
That sounds really neat.
Yeah, it's going to be
That
a lot
actually
of
would
fun.
be something I would like to sit in on too, because
Well, I mean, if you
we'll never
want it,
know. I might have a panel, or if I don't, I might be there. You never know.
yeah, you should.
I
Yeah,
just wander now. It's awesome.
and you know, if you want to go and visit your former track room,
Mhm.
you can just hop right on over because it's right there.
It's
So
right there. Whee! Because old history is right beside it. Yep. Very cool. In the Sheraton, subject to
mm.
change, planned for right now. Always
the
good.
Cortland Grand,
I'm sorry. The Cortland Grand.
or the Grand Corgi, I think.
Grand
Is its nickname.
Cortland. Grand Cortland, right?
Cortland Grand.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it used to be called the Sheraton, and in my head, it will be the Sheraton forever and ever and ever. So, yeah.
okay.
Oh,
All right. I think we're at that time now where we're going
I
to
think we are.
play a game.
I get to play
Sarah,
the game.
Sarah,
You-
Sarah
yeah,
actually
like you've never played
to,
this game before.
gets to
I get in.
guaranteed.
I
She gets a guaranteed entry this time.
She does
That's
get a
what it is.
guaranteed
That's what it is.
entry. Yeah.
All right. I had a couple of comments coming in. I'll take care of those in just a second. Let me set up the show. Okay. So those of you that don't know are here for the first time. We can accommodate 6 more people on jackbox.tv. I will give you the okay, there we go. I will give you the code now, which is LJVZ. The first 6 people that want to play with us. Everybody else can join the audience, which will give you what do you call it? You can still vote. You just won't be entering anything in. So please feel free to join the audience and vote for your favorite as they come up. And I probably should unmute it so that you can hear it.
We can hear it.
You can hear it okay now?
Yep.
Hear music? Yep.
Da,
All right.
da, da,
Good.
da.
Hey, we're all full, so let's get this game
Woohoo!
started.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go through the remaining comments that are on the screen here.
I hope you're ready for Quiplash 3.
Whee!
Dial Q for Quiplash. I'm Schmitty, like from your dreams. And remember, you still get to vote if you're in the audience. Type in that room code to join. Don't look now, but it's round 1. I'm going to flash 2 prompts on your device. Type something ingenious that will stand up against another player's response. Then everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. Points are awarded based on the percentage of people who went for your answer, so make them count.
And remember, family friendly, please.
Yes, please, family friendly. Well, that's going on. Let me turn that down a little bit. Those of you playing will have, as they mentioned, 2 prompts. So be sure to fill them both out. All right, let me go through the comments real quick. Let's see. There's one earlier that I missed. Wow, there's a lot. Oh, there's pouring some stuff in here. Okay, so Sharon asked if I'd ever found the Consuite. The Consuite to me is like Brigadoon. It only appears, once every 40-something years or 1,000 years? What is it? I forget what it is. But it doesn't matter. It only appears for me once every 4 cons. Otherwise, it doesn't exist. Let's see. Monday. I can't trust that day. Monday morning.
Monday
And
morning,
this is pain.
and this pain. PANE is how they put it, but PAIN is how many will have it.
You're stuck.
If I'm not at a panel, I know I will be. If I'm not at a panel, I know I will be.
I will be in pain.
Oh, in pain. I got you. There we go.
Okay, I'm not responsible for what happens next.
All right. Everyone's back. Let me do this. Get the rest of these in just a second.
And going first is
All right. A sign that mom drank one too many Chardonnays at the
now
reception.
vote.
She's looking for the con suite, or she is literally under the table. A sign that mom drank one too many Chardonnays at the reception. She's looking for the con suite, or she is literally under the table.
Those are both very good, folks. Thank you so much. I got to Google.
And let's see. She's literally under the table wins. But the audience favorite was she's looking for the con suite.
Next we have
How to tell your wedding officiant is phoning it in.
time
Which
to
one
pick
did
the one you like best.
How to tell your wedding officiant is phoning it in. He mispronounced your name 17 times. You got an Uber asking for a signature.
Oh.
How to tell your wedding officiant is phoning it in. I don't know what did I. Oh, I misread the title on this one.
Oh.
It's all wedding stuff. I don't know why. Anyway, he mispronounced your name 17 times. Wins. That
And
was
next.
Chris, and I believe Zan won the previous one. A legitimate reason for the bride to choose to lose it during a ceremony. A legitimate reason for a bride to lose it during the ceremony. Dragon Con requested her proposal for a track, or someone else was wearing her dress. I have a feeling someone knows our audience.
Somebody does know the audience. But
And
it's
we'll
not
see how this
me.
goes. Oh, but we split it! Sarah won just by
I did
the
not think
audience.
I would get that one.
Woohoo! Actually, I think it's hilarious, and so many mothers-in-law like to do that.
Okay, everybody, pick your
What I
favorite
find
whip.
interesting is that Sarah was the yes, and it was pretty much about anyway. What
No,
Okay.
that's what I found funny too, because I think that one was smarter.
what's a surefire cure to a boring wedding reception? Fire or a Betazoid wedding ceremony? What is a
You
surefire
people!
cure for a boring
Oh,
wedding reception?
I think we know who's gonna win this one.
And
Yeah.
the Betazoid wedding ceremony wins. It's Powell family. Hey,
Pal family, always coming in with good ones.
Don't worry.
And
It's-
now, pick your favorite.
It's normal pre-wedding jitters if you blank before the ceremony. Don't worry. It's normal pre-wedding jitters if you blank before the ceremony. Drink or sing. Let's see which one wins. Looks like Jess with drink wins that one.
Oh,
Sorry for the topic.
All right, check
Okay,
this out.
when we get to the break, I'll tell you what I thought it was. It's bad luck to do this before a
Now it's time
wedding.
to vote for your favorite.
Mary. Oh God. Oh, both these are so good. I'm passing out. There's no blood going to my head. Hold on. Okay. Woo. It's bad luck to do this before a wedding. Marry someone else or drink a whole mason jar of pie. Both are. Quiplash
All right.
would
Got
marry
me.
someone else with eternal sand.
Zan got a quit plash. Way to go, Zan.
Dragging tin cans from the
Now
getaway
it
car
gets
is
real.
cute.
Pick your favorite.
Dragging blank is a statement. Let me reread that. I'm still recovering from marry someone else.
That's wrong.
Dragging tin cans from the getaway car is cute. Dragging blank is a statement. Kittens
If you drag kittens,
Or
we're gonna be fighting.
a
Just
body,
saying.
dead or otherwise. Looks like Pal family gets a quiplash with a body, dead or otherwise.
I want to know who in the audience voted for kittens.
Next up,
What I find interesting is that, but the dragging a body, dead or otherwise, doesn't bother you.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
It's the kittens. All right. I mean, good. You drag neither behind your car, but
No, that's just it. Like, you shouldn't be dragging anything behind your car, even cans. I think that they have decided that that's a bit of a hazard for
What-
your fellow drivers.
real quick, what does a purple wedding dress symbolize? That the braid is ill till is still unmarried, or the bride is balanced in the force.
Woohoo! That's me.
Purple
I
dress
got a
represents the bride.
quiplash.
Okay.
Yay. I never get
Round
those.
one is
Yay.
behind
Yeah, so
us.
don't drag
Time
anything
for
behind your car.
quarter
Yesterday.
Let's see, and the points. Pal family's in the lead with Eternal Zan and Lee right behind.
And Tara's losing.
I hope you shoot off the nerves because it gets real in round two. The points
Woohoo!
are demanding, so I've doubled the points.
Let's give me a little more volume there. All right, points are doubled this round. Now, when I read this in my head, okay, so the title of the topic was that I picked out was Happily Ever After, or Ever Laughter. Happily Ever Laughter. It never, I thought it was going to be about comedies or something along those lines. It never occurred to me that it would be weddings. So, we have a brand, and that brand is have no idea what we're doing over here. Let's see. What else have we got going on? Monday, can't trust that day. We're so go to this play. Okay, Monday, can't trust that day. Monday, so go to this play. That was this woman. Let's see, volunteer meeting this Saturday as of this recording, which would be, this recording is being done on Wednesday. The 24th.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a volunteer meeting this Sunday at 4 in the Hilton. Go to dragoncon.org and click on participate and volunteer for more info.
Use the safety equip if you have to.
Let's see. Zan says, hi, pal family. That's one way to keep your answers family friendly.
What do you say? Shall we?
Let's do it.
Prompt number one is
a good sign that a newly married couple is going to last.
have at 'em.
They make it through Dragon Con together, or she agrees with your Star Wars opinion.
I once had a
You know-
guy break
Oh,
up
sorry.
with me because of my Star Wars opinion. So, I mean, I think that one's pretty darn valid.
Real quick, Zan says the meeting is on Saturday. I may have said Sunday, so it's this Saturday, not Sunday. Yeah, well, let's see what the audience thinks. Ooh, it looks like they're split. Audience wins. She agrees with your Star Wars opinion.
Okay, what's next?
What's the most important thing to rehearse at a rehearsal dinner?
Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip.
Who kisses who afterwards, or not saying I don't, I assume was probably what they were putting there. What is the most important thing that sometimes the typing gets stuck? What's the most important thing to rehearse at a rehearsal dinner? Practice saying I don't, or who kisses who afterwards? Who kisses who afterwards wins, and that's
Let's
Chris.
keep it going.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Woohoo.
Zan's joke previously was
All right, people, it's voting
practice
time.
not saying I'm in love with your brother was actually what her previous one was supposed to be. All right. Typing gets stuck by that. A solid marriage is built on love, trust, and going back in time and getting eaten by a dinosaur, or cheese preference. A solid marriage is built on love, trust, and the cheese preference wins. That was Lee.
Yay! That was me. Yay!
One.
It is actually really important.
The best way to save money on an expensive
All
wedding.
right, vote for the one you like best.
Make your other lover pay. or take over the late night rave at Dragon Con. Best way to save money on an expensive wedding is take over the late night rave at Dragon Con or get your other lover to pay.
Those were both pretty interesting. Oh, nice. A 50-50 too.
We invite
All right, choose your favorite.
that says invited, right?
Yeah,
We
but I think
invited-
it's supposed to be invented.
Invented, right? Yeah. We invented a special job for Eternal Zan at the wedding, and it's called Volunteer Wrangler or Official Hitter of Gong. We invented a special job for Eternal Zan at the wedding. It's called Volunteer Wrangler or Official Hitter of the Gong. And I'm the official hitter of the bong, dude.
Gong,
Family,
not bong. Gong.
family friendly, John.
Bong is the name of my drum set.
Okay, choose.
Mm-hmm.
How would Powell family begin their wedding speech? I've always been in love with your brother. With a how would Powell family begin their wedding speech? With a sad dad joke.
I have a feeling that I've always been in love with your brother comes from something.
A sad dad joke wins. That was Gabe.
And now,
A rental tuxedo is one thing, but you
okay,
definitely
everybody,
shouldn't
pick your
rent
favorite
this.
whip.
5 hotels in Atlanta during Labor Day weekend. Or garter belts and undies. A rental tuxedo
Ew. Oh.
definitely shouldn't rent this. A garter belt and undies or 5 hotels in Atlanta during Labor Day weekend. And David A wins with 5 hotels in Atlanta
Next
during
one up.
Labor Day. Why is that a thing? Why wouldn't that be a problem?
All right, vote for the one you like best.
The worst seat at the reception is the one right next to Uncle Fester or Worf when he wasn't the one getting married. The worst seat at the reception is the one right next to blank, Worf, when he wasn't the one getting married, or Uncle Fester. Ooh, looks like it's split. And between Lee and Sarah, Sarah wins with Worf.
Sarah wins that one with Worf. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Round 2 is through. Let's
All right, we
see
got
how
one
things
more.
shook out.
The Trip Flash, but let's see what the scores are.
Oh, well, maybe I won't be losing as bad now.
Chris is winning. Pal Family's falling back to third. I didn't see
Hey,
who was
Lee,
second.
you're,
Was it Lee?
you're in second place.
Lee was in second place,
To
which
make
is a
your
surprise.
mark, you'll each get a prompt that
No,
needs
that's a good thing.
3 separate responses. That's triple the ha-has.
All right, you're going to give 3 responses this time. Let's oops. Let me turn that completely off. Let's see what we got. Earlier, Sean said, of course the Pal family is ahead. It's a day ending with Y. But they've fallen back into third place. I think you jinxed them, which is good. Or not good, depending on who you are. Let's see. Zan, well, we already mentioned the Zan is Zan. That the meeting is on Saturday. Rob wants to know when the O Calcutta panel is.
No, Rob, this is a family-friendly. No.
No.
What's wrong with that?
Why?
Mhm.
Does Equus have a
No.
Oh,
No, it does not.
No. No
uh,
one wants to see that Harry Potter.
No,
Uncle-
we do not.
Uncle-
Well, actually, a lot of people went to New York to see that Harry Potter, but not on this podcast.
Sean says his plan all along was to foil the Pal family. He's putting in a resume to be Nemesis or Nemesi to the Pal family.
Time's running
I
out.
may be mispronouncing the same. Or their name.
No,
I did it.
Wait.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Come on,
Hurry
Sarah,
up!
come on, come on, come on,
Let's take
Oh.
No!
You might have gotten in. You never know.
I was hitting go.
3 backup wedding venues in case the first choice is unavailable.
Now it gets real.
A
What's your favorite?
chapel. Someone help me out there. Konos on
Cornos.
the. Did I say that right? On the Enterprise
no.
or in something? Oh, they missed it. 3 backup wedding venues in case your first choice is unavailable. White Castle, under a drawbridge, the Khan Suite. Well, you can only go there once every 4 years. You're going to have to plan around it. A chapel on. Should I know what Quantus is? I think I should, but I don't.
It's the Klingon homeworld.
Oh, durr! I didn't know that's how it was spelled.
Mhm.
3 signs. I missed who won that one. 3 signs a groom is
Zan.
very. Oh, Zan won the last one. Okay. 3 signs a groom is very nervous.
Your favorite.
Forgets the name of the bride. Opens pie before the ceremony. Doesn't say I do. He forgot who he was marrying. He had to sing and dance and pie. 2. Yeah. So our audience has a theme going here. It's all about pie.
It's all about the pie.
It's always all about pie, John.
He forgot.
A little over a month there, but people are already making that pie, and
And
I
Jess wins that
still
one.
lost.
Sarah lost.
but only by a little. It was close.
Ugh. The groom is bringing these 3 buddies with him on the honeymoon.
Oh no!
I read
Pick
one
your
of them.
favorite.
Okay, hold
Oh my god.
Okay. Ugh. How should go? Oh. The groom is bringing these 3 buddies with him on the honeymoon. Syphilis, mono, and a new strain of COVID, or the Rager, the car guy, and the Batman.
Batman.
I am Batman. Batman. Okay, syphilis, mono, and a new strain of COVID-1. I never thought I would say that again.
No.
Way to go, pal
Forever.
family.
Pal family, of course, put that out there. 3 ingredients to a perfect relationship. Love of Dragon Con,
It's voting time.
love of comfortable shoes, and love of cheese. We got 2 themes going here. Or alcohol, having kids together, more alcohol. 3
I don't
ingredients
have
for a
kids,
perfect
so
relationship.
I might not be qualified to answer that.
Yeah.
Chris's was the alcohol, having kids together, and then more alcohol. But Dragon Con won, that was Lee.
Wow, this is it. Show us the final scores.
Ooh, here we go.
Let's see. Oh, I'm going to miss it again. Lee won! Eternal Tan was right behind, and I missed who the 3rd place was. Sorry about that.
That's twice so far this year.
Now,
will
John,
not
you
happen
have
again.
to pull out the trivia cards next time.
No. We
Well,
no.
hey, we got some time. Let's go.
No, we do not. Stop.
All right. Again, Sarah, let everyone know where's the best place to find more info on the
Theater
Was it-
lovers group.
Dragon Con Theater musical. Is it musical theater lovers? No, theater love
Theater and performing arts.
arts lovers, loving love,
Unofficial.
unofficially loving love.
Okay, the best place to find Dragon Con Theater and Performing Arts Lovers Unofficial is on Facebook. If you search Dragon Con Theater, you're going to find us. I will say the one, if you want our page, it's the one without the parentheses. The one with the parentheses around Unofficial is our group. That is where most of the action happens. You can also find us all over the interwebs. When con is not happening, we do 1 to 2 digital panels a month from
Ooh.
all sorts of topics. And we normally start those back up in October because I'm a masochist. And yeah, you find us, and the biggest thing, if you want theater at Dragon Con, is show up at our stuff, rate us as many stars as you think we deserve.
You know how many fingers you have on your hand? 1, 2,
Oh,
and
yeah,
tell
wasn't fair.
Dragon Con.
Simple might not.
That's the other thing. Comment on the
Please.
panels and stuff. Say we want theater at Dragon Con. We want a theater track because that is literally how that's gonna potentially happen. I can tell you we've gotten a lot of really great feedback from the powers that be right now. It's just a matter of space, and until there's space for us, we have to keep the excitement going and keep letting them know that we want this. Otherwise, who knows, we might end up with a cooking track.
No. Why would we want? No.
Apparently
would
that's the next most requested track is a cooking track. At least that's what I've heard.
Is it
Okay.
Jerry says, give 4 stars if you love it, 4 ironic stars if you don't like it.
But wait, is it 4 stars or
is it
5
4
stars?
scale or is it
It's
5 stars?
5 stars.
It doesn't matter. Then Jerry's wrong. Give 5 stars.
Give us
And then
5
5
stars.
ironic stars if you don't like it.
And do remember, feedback is great. Please make it constructive criticism. But taking off a star because the room was too small or the room was too cold or the room was too hot, there are only so many
Or
things that people can
even
handle.
like don't take off maybe a star for the whole panel if there's audio issues, because number one, that affects our overall rating. But number two, the tracks really do the best they can.
Yeah.
And they,
Yep.
we're talking about hotel rooms that a lot of them
Yes.
have fake walls. So, I mean, there's only so much they can do.
There
So.
is only so much they can do, and sometimes they're really pushing it as much as they could.
And I just want to say one thing. I want to thank every single track director out there who has been willing to work with us, who has given advice, who has supported this idea of a track, because we love our members and we wouldn't be able to do it without them, but we also wouldn't be able to do it without the track directors being willing and open to us doing things with them. And so that I really want to thank everybody. I don't know if I'm going to have a bigger platform to thank everybody, so that this is my platform to thank every single one of them, because I really
Aw.
appreciate it. And I appreciate
And thank you for putting in
Dawn.
your hours, because
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
it is a lot of work. I enjoy doing it. The lead up to con has always been kind of crazy for me, and now I know what you were going through, Lee, when we were like, "Where's our podcast?"
When she was hiding, yeah, that was she would hide at that point of the day. Yeah.
So there's debate going on in the chat about the rating system. Let's just put it this way. Let's be honest. Rate it what you honestly think, but as I think Jess pointed out, rate the content. There's external things that people can't control, and it's a fly by your seat.
And if you
most
have
of the time,
and if you have constructive things for us to say about our panels, by all means, please give it to us, because that's the only way I know that people want things differently. And hopefully we'll have more opportunities to improve next year. Maybe we'll have our own room. And
I'm sorry you got choked while you were saying that.
anyway,
yeah,
I didn't say anything.
Can
Can you tell we are unofficial just as much as Sarah is?
Very unofficial. We are not a track. We are a community, a troop, if you will. And
a troop. I like that one.
Yep, a troop.
Or a trope. You could be a
Hey,
trope
hey.
too.
Yeah.
or trout.
No.
Not so much into trout. Sorry.
Mm-mm.
But
it makes the room all stinky.
it does. We don't want that cooked in the con suite, guys. Please.
No.
Well, again, I don't think this is the year for. Maybe it is. Maybe the con suite only appears on Olympic years, Summer Olympic years. Yeah, that's what's happening.
It's
All
the
right.
same years that The Rock comes to Dragon Con.
It is. Well, that would be then this year. You're right. You're good. Yeah. All right. And anyway, we gotta wrap this up. We talked. We talked about that earlier. Anson Mount was just announced on Facebook. Yeah.
Literally, him and Ethan Peck were both announced right before we came on. So yeah, it's gonna be an awesome year.
And this year, folks, there's not a strike, so they get to talk about the show.
But still ask them about the theater, because they do.
But
like
also
talking
ask
about
them
the
about theater. Ask them about lots of different things, but they get to talk about the show final this year. Yay!
Theater rooms are already stinky enough. That
It's
is
true.
true. I just went to Pond. I just went into Pond Farm.
Family friendly, Zan. Family friendly.
Ask Buck to sing about hobbits. Okay.
No,
All right. Before
wrong
we
spot.
we gotta
Wrong
stop this.
spot.
Once Jerry starts causing trouble, we know that we've
It's time.
well, I mean, I guess that would be the time is usually right at the beginning then. But anyway.
John, where's the voicemails?
So anyway, until next time, for Sarah and Lee, this is John saying peace and looking for the exit button out of here. Where is it going? It's down here.
Exit stage left.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast
Right,
is distributed
Twitter.
under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
And that's a wrap, folks.
Dance belt.
Woo! The show is over.